Round 22, the last chance for Demon fans to see their side in action for the year and an opportunity for the Swans to climb into the top 4. Good afternoon and welcome to the MCG Saturday afternoon football, and yes, a big chance for the Sydney Swans to climb into the top 4. As I say good afternoon to Stephen Silvani, and Steve, the other big news this afternoon, Gabriel Zondi, President of Melbourne, has just resigned, so big news coming out of Melbourne.
Well, huge news coming out of Melbourne. It's been quite a turbulent 12 months for the Melbourne Footy Club, and certainly today's game is so important for that fact.
Well, Sydney, a big game for them, and here they come onto the ground. No banners, interestingly enough, today, Steve, for both sides. Both sides agreeing that the conditions are too windy and too blustery to even have the banners, so that'll just give you an idea of how difficult the skills are going to be to execute today.
Well, certainly we saw last night that how difficult the conditions were, but the Swans, well, there'd be some concerns in the Swans camp, given the fact that they've only won one game from their past 4 games.
Well, Christy Malthouse not with us this afternoon, but Andrew Marr is. He's with Sydney coach Paul Roos.
Paul Roos, obviously a massive game for you blokes in the context of where you're going to be playing next week.
Yeah, look, it is a big game for us for sure. We just need to get out and get after it early. The main focus is in these conditions just to get around the footy and get numbers around and get it forward.
Pretty testing game last week in difficult conditions. How have they pulled up?
Yeah, look, I think the fact that we played last week in those conditions should stand us in good stead. We just, as I said, we need to get around the footy, get the ball forward as quickly as we can.
And obviously Brad Seymour back into the side, but particularly Stephen Doyle, structurally so important. What are you expecting from him today?
Yeah, probably just 10 minutes early in the forward line and 5 or 6 minutes a quarter in the ruck. And he really is important for us to give Goodsy a break as well.
Well, mate, best of luck. Good on you. Back to you, Michael.
Thanks very much, Andrew. Well, let's have a look at the team lineups. And we'll start with the Melbourne full forward line. David Neath's such an important player for the Demons.
Well, 63 goals this year to David Neath, but he's got plenty of support there in Russell Robinson, who's also kicked 41 goals, but that should be a great match-up, Shawville and Neaths.
And Melbourne will need big games from Bruce and Green up forward.
Well, plenty of ability across that half-forward line, but the half-back line for the Swans create a lot of drive and a lot of run, and they've got some good players there in Crouch, Bolton and also Kennelly.
Well, one of the players who's had an outstanding year is Brett Kirk. Do you think he'll get the job on Tuesday?
I think he will. I think he's in All-Australian form, and a player that I believe is terribly underrated. Brett Kirk, outstanding year, up against a very good player in Adam Uze, but he won't have much time to get rid of the ball today.
As we look at the Swans half-forward line, and Goods, a big player for them. He's an important player for them, isn't he, at centre-half forward?
He is. He provides plenty of structure up there. His mobility is sensational. Up against Clint Bizzle today, who I believe has been Melbourne's best player for the year.
And Barry Hall, he's also a key part of the Sydney forward line.
Well, plenty of goal-kicking power there for the Swans with Schneider, Hall and also O'Loughlin. Difficult job for the Melbourne backman today.
As we look at the on-ballers, and Paul Williams has had an outstanding year for the Swans.
He has. Will probably leading their best and fairest, and up against Godfrey, who's been the tagger for Melbourne this year. Done a pretty good job for the Demons, but we'll have to mind Williams very closely.
And we look at the interchange benches. Travis Johnston back in the side for the Demons this afternoon. Brown, Williams and Jamar. And for the Sydney Swans, Brad Seymour playing his first game for the year. Fosdyke, Roberts-Thompson and also Sundquist on the interchange bench.
Shawville to Neaths.
Well, Adam Goods will start in the ruck. Underway at the MCG. Goods gets it down. Bolton, first kick of the match. The half-forward, O'Loughlin. Bruce with the job on O'Loughlin. Sydney inside attacking 50 for the first time. Hall. Great look at what confronts him. Kick sliding across the face and missing everything. Well, this is one of the issues, Steve, that's really going to be difficult. We saw it last night with Collingwood and Essendon. Very difficult to kick goals at both ends.
It is, and if you were a defender today, you'd be trying to get your fellow or direct opponent to lead towards the boundary line, because it is going to be very difficult to kick goals, as you said, Michael.
Hall in front, gets it down, chance of win, little fumble. Wrapped up by Hall, was able to get the handball away. Carroll. And that's a good kick, held his composure. Thompson, half-back for the Demons. Kick towards Kurgold, well done. Robertson, leading Bolton to the football. Turns, Neaths on the lead, but going back, that's a great effort from Brad Green.
Good mark.
Comes in and swinging back, he's kicked it. Super stuff from Green.
So first goal of the game to the Demons, Brad Green. The provider, Good, stayed down. Loose ball, pack of players. Shovelled out. Jude Bolton does well. Held on to no. Jolly on. So Armstrong joining in. Hands off. So a little bit of run from the Demons. Thompson has a player running forward. Decides to kick inside 50. That's a good kick. And that was a good mark in the end. Nicholas Smith has taken it on to Uze. 60 from goal. Have to be a decent kick. It is. It goes. It's a goal. What a beauty from Adam Uze. So ball's bounced. Jolly towards Sydney's goal. Creswell beaten to it by Jolly. Hands off. Whelan. Duck one. Hands off. Bolton style it onto Kirk. Chance for Sydney to move forward. Out in front of Creswell. Confronted by Ward. Hands off. Kennelly. So physically they've been very good. The Demons. Hall out in front. They've got it to about 25 of goal. Crouch dribbles it out. It'll come out to Schneider and he will kick a goal. That is Sydney's first.
Chance out wide. Shawbrook sweeping handball. Maxfield onto Schneider and the Swans out of trouble.
They are out in front of O'Keefe. Needs a good bounce. It's down the field. O'Keefe will take it. And at the moment the Swans are champions of handballing, world champions at that. Out wide to Williams, controls it around Jolly. No, you're gone, Paul Williams. Great tackle from the big man, doing a lot of work in defence at the moment, getting back in support. So Demons through Ferguson on to Bruce, who will take a bounce and take him on. Take another one just behind wing, zigzagging. The old 1-2 back to Cameron Bruce, needs to use it and does, and Neitz will mark. Pretty wide with this possession, David Neitz. Take an almighty kick, but Uze was terrific earlier in the game. That's what he confronts. He'll take an almighty kick, and it's an almighty kick, all right. It is a goal. What a big kick.
Methodically working it forward, the Demons. Bruce inside the centre square. Little fumble, but he's got plenty of time. Now this is where he needs to use it. Kick out wide. On the lead, Smith. Good fist coming from Barry. Uze a chance. Adam Uze balances and kicks towards Meads, chipping in front. Comes in, swinging, bang, goes, kicked it. Good running from Goods. And now they've got loose players. Kirk, Williams. Back to Kirk. Kicks towards half forward. Matthews well played. He runs to 45. Boot the ball. It's close. It's home. Goal to the Swans.
Probably a lot more pressure coming on the Demons now. Don't have the luxury of finding a little bit of space, so just tightening it up. Robertson, hands off. Rigoni, quick kick, back in. 25 from goal. Green goes out wide to McDonald. Chance for the Demons. And again concedes ground. Nathan Brown will line up, load up, and it's into the air. And that is a good finish. That is a marvellous finish from Nathan Brown.
Just unnecessary play from Ward there.
Short into the middle. Creswell short again. Benny Matthews, so they've got it middle of the ground.
Well, they got plenty of numbers back, the Demons.
And while they take their time, Sauce getting it forward, the Swans
needs to run hard from here.
Creswell will just bang it in long. It's to the square from behind O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin will kick a goal. So Mickey O'Loughlin.
But Melbourne again have it inside their attacking 50. Boundary throw in. In front, Smith, Davis, Barry, Seymour, and now Kennelly. Gets around Smith easily, uses Davis. Gee, they're fiddling a bit, but Kennelly provides with some real run and dash. Look out. Good tackle from Ward. Let go at the appropriate time. Kennelly kept running. He got it from Fosdyke. He calls for the forwards to come to him. O'Loughlin does. Kicks in front of O'Loughlin. Bruce is in close for shoot. O'Loughlin just a little kick around the corner. Chance for McDonald. He overruns it. Missed it completely. Hall. Good tackle, Bizzle. Ties him up. Play onto the call. Still a chance for the Swans. Creswell. O'Loughlin kicks it off the outside of the boot to Williams. That was extraordinary play. A piece of inventive maestro play from O'Loughlin. As we watch this again, the tackle from Bizzle was good. Hall somehow got it out. Fosdyke knocked it.
There's a
Creswell
kick.
and O'Loughlin just on the outside of the right boot was able to get it to Williams, who will line up from directly in front.
Great work from Fosdyke, Nick Fosdyke. He's been good. Nick Davis has also given the Swans a lift in this third quarter.
Paul Williams to narrow the margin to just 1 point. He pops it through. Margin back to 1 point. The Swans are coming.
At the moment, Swans finding a lot of room. Benny Matthews, one of those players, move into attack. Barry Hall into that pocket. That's where they go, but he's there too early. Loose ball, O'Loughlin. Normally good. They slap it out. So Barry Hall back on there. So second effort was good. Nick Davis dummied one, not the second. Hands off in the end. O'Keefe, Matthews. Short again. O'Loughlin should mark and does.
There's a Melbourne player down.
Starting to look dangerous. And Mickey O'Loughlin's kicked his second. And the Swans have the lead.
Playing, of course, his 50th game this afternoon. What a story it is, the Irishman. Fosdyke, sweeping handball is dangerous. Kressel somehow manufactured a handball to Seymour, but they'll turn it over. Whelan uses Johnson out wide, forced to concede ground. Ward, oh, gee, that's an ordinary kick, a shocking kick. O'Keefe, O'Loughlin. And there's a great look at what confronts him. Oh, that is an absolutely superb kick. The Swans further in front of the G.
Ball to come in again, just forward of wing, just favouring ever so slightly the Swans. Hall and Jamar will go at it. It'll come down, Armstrong will run. He takes the Swans on and bangs inside, not really directing it, getting inside 50, in the back to Williams it is. So a chance for Luke Williams to kick a goal. Has played as a defender and he kicks a goal as a forward. Just what the Demons were after.
The Swans by 4 points. Final quarter underway. Bounce favours Goods. He gets it down towards Kirk. Handball out wide. Maxfield. Kick partially smothered. Snyder will need to play on. He tried to get the quick handball away. That was ineffective. Goods. Little fumble.
Did well.
Did very well. Gets it to Maxfield. Long inside attacking 50. Carroll going back. Chance for Ward. Well played. He read the bouncing ball very well and delivers to Green at half-back.
So Demons have it. Some early goals. Be dangerous. Loose ball. Hall with a chance for an early one. Hands to Nick Davis. There shouldn't be a problem, and there isn't. Early goal to the Swans.
Well, great start to the final term by the Swans. There the ruckman touch it. Kirk again. Brought down, but he gets the kick away to half forward. Davis in front. Oh, gee, it's a long kick. That's a superb kick from Davis. He's kicked two in the quarter.
In the middle of the ground, Walsh will mark. Turns quickly. Dummies a handball, then gives it. McDonald tried to give it a Bruce and then bangs in long. Neitz should mark and does. As we know, his kicking can let him down, David Neitz, but the skipper needs to put this one on the board. They need 6 points, and it comes back. A funny old kick. And he kicks a goal.
Out of mid-air, Williams going back courageously. Thanks the mark, hand off to Goods, long inside, attacking 50. O'Keefe's got the sit, couldn't take the mark. Oh, Schneider! How brilliant was that? Adam Schneider somehow manufactured a goal from nothing. He's kicked 2. And Sydney Swans now, you would think, have put this game beyond Melbourne's reach in a low-scoring game. Let's have another look at this.
Just fantastic.
Just turn. Little Harry Krul kick for goal.
Great
He was held by Whelan, and that was, well, absolutely sensational stuff from Schneider.
And let's not forget the Adam Goods kick to the top of the goal square.
Demons in the first half. Sydney have taken over. And as the game wears down, more importantly, look like coming out on top. But the Demons still giving a good account of themselves physically. Whelan will hand off. Ward just shrugs a tackle. And it's smothered by O'Keefe beautifully. Godfrey, where does he go? Handball's off Nathan Brown. Had to stop in his tracks to Thompson. Goes back into the traffic, dropped it in the end, and Sydney will take it.
Just can't understand why he tried to run around his opponent. All he had to do was get a quick kick out of the danger zone.
It's a hard one. So Nick Davis to take it. Barry Hall back in the square will
He could almost kick this, Davis.
start from behind. It'll hang up. It's a goal. It is a goal.
Great call.
That is a big goal. Short again, so Fosdyke has been excellent. Chips over the top. Leo Barry. Uncharted waters further up the ground, which is better. Shawville will mark. So they've got it to half forward. And 22,969 people certainly would be happy with the game at the moment. O'Loughlin will mark. And they're witnessing the Swans starting to just wind this one up and put Melbourne away. Well, he's been another player since half-time that has lifted. Probably had more of a supply. The delivery has been a lot better. And the kick is a beauty. 4 goals to Michael O'Loughlin.
Thompson and Barry, and, well, they had a piece of it each, didn't they?
Pretty good call.
It was a good call. Out of the pack, McDonald kicks a goal. James McDonald's kicked a goal for Melbourne.
Ball will come in. Another scoring chance for Sydney. Doyle goes to ground. Chance for Schneider. Onto that left. No, hands off. Concedes ground to Benny Matthews. He'll just drop a little kick in, and they retain possession. Jared Crouch will go back. Did we, or was it the... It's a great finish again. They are finishing beautifully, Sydney.
Third man up, Godfrey thumps it forward. Goods. As we get the 5-minute warning, hacks it towards half forward. Davis, that's a good creative handball to Williams. Sunquist now, where will he go? Fosdyke, beautifully tackled by Brown. O'Loughlin. Michael O'Loughlin directly in front. He pops it through. Another one to Sydney.
So Canali, they've all lifted since half-time. They have. Doyle. Fosdyke out of the middle. It's into the air. And a good mark. Barry Hall under rare times. Short out in front of O'Loughlin.
Oh, hamstring.
Oh, no.
No, don't tell me.
Oh, Bruce Short.
Dear, that is a tragedy for Sydney. That is an absolute tragedy if he's done that. Oh.
So Walsh to wing. Wretched run for Sydney continues with injuries. They use it to Hall. Onto Crouch. Hands off again. Williams can go at goal. Football is wet. Will go through the air. O'Keefe, good use. Good mark. Good use of the body in the end.
I'll tell you what, Dakes, I reckon O'Loughlin has really twanged this hamstring because he's in a fair bit of pain. 4 trainers assisting.
That well
dear.
could be his season right there.
Yeah.
Boy, talk about luck in football.
Let's have a look at it. Yeah. High up the right leg. Applause for Jared Crouch coming from the ground as we look at O'Loughlin's injury again.
It's just so disappointing, really. This fella was in sensational form today. 5 goals. It means so much to this Swans lineup. Let's just hope that it's not as serious as it looks.
Well, it's all about having your best players out there. And as O'Loughlin comes off, O'Keefe kicks a goal. Hands off to Uze. Short. Green to load up and bang in. Needs a mark. Thompson will jump. Sandwiched by 2 players. Loose ball. McDonald just bangs into the corridor. That'll come off. And Williams to sit underneath it to take a mark. Needed one. What's his finishing like now? It's into the air. Does it come around? It just gets in. Needs claps it through. And the Demons have one.
Particularly in the second half, they've got right on top Kirk. And another bounce. Ticking up to 31 minutes final term. And it's been a disappointing season for Melbourne. Really, I think a lot of people, Steve, at the start of the season had them in their top 8, but they really haven't delivered.
Well, they haven't. There's no doubt that Melbourne supporters would be upset with their season, no doubt about that. But today's loss actually guarantees them a priority pick, so they certainly get a couple of early picks which will help their future for the next couple of years.
Ward to Bruce, who scrambles it towards, needs it half forward. He got a bit of pace, David needs from 50 metres. He unloads, kick across the face, bouncing into the pocket. Crouches first there, gets the handball, Roberts Thompson, but that's it. Sydney have done what they had to do today. They came to the MCG and have defeated Melbourne by 34 points.